In example number 4, we are going to use the same table as in example number 3. This time we are going to find the value of Kn when the heel angle is 30 degrees and the displacement is 8,200 tons. Now if we look at the chart again, or the table again, we see that we don't have any values corresponding to Kn for 8,200 tons, so we have to interpolate that value. So the points that we will use obviously will be 8,000 and 9,000 displacement values, and using the corresponding Kn values. And let's say for 30 degrees it's 8,000 corresponds to 6.52. A 9,000 ton displacement at an angle of 30 degrees will give you a writing lever of 6.38. Okay, now again let's set it up, and by now you know that we find the differences between all the points. We don't know Kn corresponding to 8,200, so the difference between 6.52 and the unknown is represented with C, and you can pick any variable. It's just a letter C that I picked. Now using the interpolation method, that is the differences are proportional to each other, so 200 divided by 1000 equals C divided by 0.14. Cross multiplying these two values, 200 times 0.14 gives equals 1000 times C, so 28 equals 1000 C, and C equals 28 divided by 1000, so C comes out to be 0.28. Now again, looking at the pattern from 8,000 to 9,000, since the value of Kn is decreasing, we will subtract 0.28 from 6.52 to get 6.492 as the new Kn value. Now you would think, why do we always have to use the first point? You don't have to do that, but I'll just show you in this example that if you decided to use the bottom two or the second point to find the value of Kn, you could do that too. So if I redraw it and set it up again, you see that the difference now between 8,200 and 9,000 is 800, and again the difference between the unknown and 6.38 is constant C. Now let's set it up again. Yes, so we get 800 over 1000 equals C over 0.14. Doing the calculations, cross multiplying, and then get 800 times 0.14 equals 1000 times C, and which comes out to be 112 equals 1000 C. Using multiplication principle C, we get C equals 0.112. Now in this case, since we are going from 9,000 to 8,000 sort of, since the value of Kn is increasing in that direction, therefore we will add value of C to 6.38. so when you add that, you see that you get 6.492, which is same as what you had in the first. Okay, so it really doesn't matter which point you pick to find the differences, but it's really important that you are consistent with adding or subtracting to the corresponding point, because if, for instance, you got 0.028 in the first example, and instead of subtracting you added or to it, or instead of subtracting from 6.52 you subtracted from 6.38, you would have gotten a wrong answer. So just be careful about this.